Archie Slamaker for International Boxing News with Adam Morallee. Adam, just get your opinions on the fight.
Yeah, look, I think it's been a long time in the making. WBO 1 v number 2. I think it's going to be very, very tight early on. It's going to be a very tight fight, very, very close. And I think you're going to see Joe Joyce's superior engine power through, and I think he'll stop Parker late on.
With regard to that, obviously, this is going to be dubbed for the mandatory challenger for the winner of Oleksandr Usyk versus Anthony Joshua. When do you actually think that will be called as the mandatory?
So you look as a rule of thumb, you look at 18 months from when the last defence was, which would have been September 2021, 25th of September I think it was. So you look about March time next year.
March time. So with regard to that, obviously, if there is a rematch and Joseph Parker is victorious on September the 24th, will that go on further from then, or will it bypass that mandatory?
No, I think if there was a rematch and it's a big hypothetical, it would happen pretty soon after September 24th, before March.
And how do you believe Joe Joyce wins on September the 24th? I know you said he'll power through, but how do you believe he'll win?
I think he wins by late stoppage. I think he won't concussively knock Parker out. I think having seen what Joe's done to most of his opponents over the years and how they finish, you see Joe's not he's not a Deontay Wilder finisher. He hurts people all over. And I think eventually, if you watch Parker Chisora 2, you'll see that Parker started needing breaks at points. He's an elite world level fighter and he could have breaks against Chisora. He cannot have breaks against Joe Joyce. And eventually that will tell and he'll be exhausted, and I think the ref will wave it off in the 11th round.
Just with regard to making the fight, in general, I did speak to Shane earlier about how it was a bit of a headache with David Higgins.
Bit of a headache.
I just want you to elaborate on that a little bit, if that's all okay, Adam.
6 months it's taken of back and forwards and all sorts of things, and I know Frank said he didn't want to talk about it. I mean, it's been a tortuous negotiation. They'll say it's been tortuous because they've had promises made that people haven't lived up to their promises. I say it's tortuous because every time something was done, they wanted more, they wanted more, they wanted more. Thank God we've done it.
Will you ever be making a fight with David Higgins and his promotion again?
No. Listen, David Higgins is a good guy. Listen, he's a negotiator, right? He probably goes to Sainsbury's with a tin of beans, knocks it and asks for 5p off. You know, there's people make deals in different ways, don't they? David wrings the towel dry in every situation, and it may make future deals with people hard to do, but he gets the deal done for his man, right?
Just a question, obviously, with regarding Oleksandr Usyk versus Anthony Joshua coming up in just over 2 weeks now. Who do you see winning that fight?
I'd love AJ to win it. I think it'd be amazing for British boxing because it creates AJ Fury, and it's just what a lift that would give us in Britain. I think Usyk wins. I think Usyk won the first fight quite convincingly, and I think he'll win the second fight on points.
On points. Do you think it will be as wide as the previous time? I know it was.
I think it'll be similar. I think AJ will have a different game plan. I think he's got a new coach. I think it takes time to bed in with a new coach.
Thank you for Adam. Thank you for that.